Hello my dear students, today we are going to cover chapter 2 computer memory. So which topics we are going to cover today is introduction to computer memory, units of memory, types of memory, internal memory and external memory. Let's get started. Okay, dear children, as human beings possess memory, computer system also has its own memory. The term memory means any electronic component capable of storing data. So memory is the brain of computer which holds data during processing. See the picture. Where do we store our things? We do store in our memory, in our brain. Brain has the memory of human being. Similarly, when a computer has to store something, it take help of an electronic component. Okay, so that electronic component stores data and that is called as memory. Now, units of memory. Whenever you go to market and buy something, do you buy in units? For example, you went to market and for buying the milk, so you ask the milk for liters. Give me 2 liters, 3 liters. Similarly, you went to buy vegetables, so you will ask in kilograms. Give me 1 kg, 2 kg. Similarly, we have units for memory also. How to measure the memory that is called as a unit of memory. So the unit is bytes. Whenever we have to measure the memory, that is in the bytes, bytes. So the unit to measure the volume of computer memory is bytes. Now let's discuss a memory table. This is a memory table that we need to remember. Okay, it's very important. First of all, let me start with the smallest and then we will go to the largest. Okay, so the smallest memory we have, that is a bit. 1 bit is the smallest memory. What is 1 bit? 1 bit can be 0 or 1. Okay, it can be 0 or 1. Then we have 1 nibble. 1 nibble contains how many bits? 4 bits. Then we have 1 byte. 1 byte contains how many bits? 8 bits. So this is what I told you. We measure the unit. We measure the memory in bytes. So this is bytes. What is byte? Byte consists of 8 bits. Now 1 kilobyte, KB is kilobyte. 1 kilobyte contains 1024 bytes. Then we have 1 megabyte. 1 megabyte contains 1024 kilobytes. 1 GB, 1 gigabyte contains 1024 megabytes. 1 terabyte, TB, contains 1024 gigabytes. And 1 PB, petabyte, consists of 1024 terabytes. So you all can see the 1024 unit is same, just you need to add the previous unit. Okay, so memory table is important and you need to learn. Next we have different types of memory. So what are the different types of memory? We have two different types, internal memory and external memory. In internal memory we have RAM, ROM, and in external memory we have floppy disk, zip drive, optical disk, hard disk, and so many. Let us discuss what it is all about. Okay, first of all you should know the meaning of internal and external. So what is internal and external? Okay, let me give you an example. Suppose you are listening a song. So it stores in our brain, but after 10 days, 20 days, you may not remember that which song you were listening. Right? If you want that you should remember a thing for long, you need to write it in a notebook or book. Means if you want to retain it for long and you want to use it, you have to write it in book or notebook. Similarly, when you enter data in computer, it stores the data in its internal memory, and the data that you want to use in future stays in the external memory. Understood? So internal memory is for the current processing, and external memory is something which you want to use in future. For example, you store your, see, mama stores your pics and videos, no, when you were very small, right? So that she can see, you all can see together. And whenever you do some work, that is to be stored in the internal memory. All right, so let us discuss in detail what is internal memory. Okay, so internal memory has two more names. What is the other name? Primary memory or main memory. Primary or main memory. Now what is internal memory? Internal memory, you already know internal memory. It stores the data temporarily. Temporarily means that stays for some time. Okay, that doesn't stay for long. So it stores data temporarily while the programs are running. This memory is fixed inside the CPU on the motherboard. You can't, this is already there inside the CPU. Okay, and this is the fastest memory, and it is being classified, means it is being again categorized into two parts: RAM, random access memory, and ROM, read only memory. Okay, let's discuss what is RAM and what is ROM. RAM stands for random access temporary device that can be reached as written. When lost, the information is lost too. That is why it is called as volatile memory. So dear children, what is RAM? RAM is a type of internal memory. Its full form is random access memory. It is again a temporary storage device, and whenever the power is lost, power means when there is no light, the information will also get lost. Okay, it will not get saved. So that is why it has one more name, volatile memory. Next we have ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. In this you can only read, you cannot write it something, you cannot, it is not possible to write to this memory, and in this the information is permanently stored. Now in the RAM, the information was lost during power lost, but here the information gets stored even when the power is lost. The information stored in a ROM is not lost. That is why it is called as non-volatile memory. Next we have external memory. What is external? External means that is being attached externally. Okay, it is also called secondary or auxiliary memory. Secondary or auxiliary memory. In this memory, the information stores for longer time even after the computer is turned off. Some examples that use memory are cell phones, TV, PDAs. So example of external memory can be your pen drive, your CD. Okay, so we will discuss this topic in detail in the next class. Till today, this was the topics to be done. Watch the video carefully. If you have any doubt, no issues, you can note it down. We'll discuss it later on. Alright, bye.